making her mark on the movie industry, writing and starring in the new film Top End Wedding. The romantic comedy is shining the spotlight on the country's north and features an impressive cast of local and international actors.
Marry me?
Yes.
It's the new Aussie comedy romancing the big screen.
I always imagined getting married back home in Darwin.
What are we talking? Are we talking tribal dancing?
Didgeridoos.
Face paint?
Mum!
Set in the NT, Top End Wedding follows a newly engaged couple who plan to get married in just 10 days. However, their wedding plans are thrown into chaos after Lauren's mother goes AWOL.
I can't get married if my mum isn't here.
So we're going to go and find her.
Former Love Child and Sapphire star Miranda Tapsell plays bride Lauren. She also co-wrote and executive produced the film. She's joined by UK actor Gwilym, who recently shot to stardom in the Oscar-winning film Bohemian Rhapsody.
When you're hurting, where do you go looking?
Back home.
Miranda, not only do you star in it, you also wrote it. Why did you want to tell this story?
So I first came up with the idea with Josh Tyler. We came up with an idea of setting a rom-com up in the NT when we realised just how much we loved both of those things. So it just made sense. We had such a great rapport with one another, and I feel like that really came across the page.
I read the script at the end of 2017 and just engaged with it immediately. When you start reading it, you think that you recognise where this film's going. You think you know what it is, because there's a lot of the kind of tropes that you know and love about romantic comedies. But then halfway through, it just becomes something else, and it becomes this story about family and home and belonging.
There's a fair bit of slang in this movie.
So much slang.
Why was it important for you to put it in there?
It is unmistakable when you're in the territory. You just hear that slang spoken all the time, and so you can't help but know exactly where you are when you hear the locals speak. I love that vernacular. It was also really important to me to kind of show language that is really slowly not being spoken anymore, and I'm kind of worried in the next few years that people probably won't speak Old Tiwi anymore, which is a very formalised version of the language.
How was the translation?
Oh, I love it. It's like poetry. It's like and like poetry, you might not always understand the the exact meanings, but
yeah.
like it comes across in the kind of intention. And I've taken some of those words back to London with me. But I love, which is like to kind of show that you're winding someone up, right?
Yeah,
it's just so descriptive. It's perfect.
Anyone got any jokes?
What I love about this movie is that you have like these laughs that kind of like warm up your heart at the beginning of the film in this romantic comedy genre, and then at the end your heart is warmed to just open up to this story of love and family and heritage.
I do need to, of course, address Bohemian Rhapsody. It's been so incredible. You were so amazing as Brian May.
Perm suited you so well.
Thanks very much.
How do you feel about what you created?
People have really taken it to their hearts, and families have been to see it, and children are being introduced to the music of Queen for the first time, and that's something that we're all incredibly proud of.
Do you know where she went?
Ouais, to Catherine.
To Catherine.
Une minute. Quit ear bashing me, love. Yeah, she caught a knee dragger to Catherine. Now bugger off. Au revoir.
Top End Wedding opens in cinemas on May 2nd. Samantha Dawson, Sky News.